What does opening up mean in an era when many countries are turning inward?
Because 36 years ago, I did not have this view. My first time I remember was, I think, October 89, overlooking the Huangpu River with all these boats. There were much more. But on the other side, there was something I didn't know what it is. It was flat. And then over the years, the decades, well, we all know the story of Shanghai, of Pudong. It is what it is today. And the development is amazing. And being here and witnessing it is fantastic. I would never miss that in my life.
For Michael Krupa, a German businessman who first came from Hamburg, that nothing was a blank canvas. China began its reform and opening up policy in 1978, which has remained a cornerstone of the country's modernization.
Everybody knows that China was a big market and is a big market. When we started, end of the 90s, early 2000s, global producers, exhibitors said, hey, we want to have a share of this market. Well, let's go to Shanghai and join Michael's exhibition. That's 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Most of them are still here.
In September of 2013, Shanghai inaugurated China's first pilot free trade zone. The zone was designed as a testing ground for reforms, smoother trade, financial innovation, and a gateway to global business.
It's all about convenience, service, safety, quality. Not surprising.
Yeah.
We have everything, if you want, of a one-stop shop. We have the exhibition venue. Next door, we will have the Kerry Hotel, belong to the Shangri-La Group. We have the restaurants, we have the subway, and we have the maglev train, which goes in 5 minutes from here to the airport in 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So for international travelers, that is a huge advantage.
This confidence is nowhere more tangible than at the exhibition center. Over the years, Shanghai has become a magnet for global business. On November 4th, 1999, ground broke on a landmark project, the Shanghai New International Expo Center, China's first Sino-German expo venue. Its rise since then has been remarkable. From less than 1 million square meters of exhibition space in 2001 to more than 6 million square meters today, hosting 110 shows a year and pulling in over 6 million visitors. And Michael has been a key witness to this transformation. He moves around booth to booth, listening to voices from all over the world.
How's the show?
Show's going really well. Yesterday was really busy. Lots of customers, lots of interest.
That's why you're here, right?
Exactly. That's why we're here. Also, we've been walking around, see a lot of new products, new innovations.
The essence of this high-level opening up lies in institutional innovation. China keeps cutting its negative list, the sectors that are off-limits to foreign investors. Manufacturing caps are gone, and entry is easier in value-added telecom, biotech, healthcare, and modern services, often trialed first in pilot-free trade zones before going nationwide. While each country's context differs, China's pilot, then scale method offers a practical roadmap. Test reforms in controlled zones, measure outcomes, adjust, and then expand.
With the development of China, we have the Mobile World Congress. There are only 3 in the world. One is in Barcelona, one is in Shanghai, and the other one is in Las Vegas. The idea of the FTZ was also to attract high tech on a higher level.
It's a vivid snapshot of Shanghai's booming exhibition economy. By leveraging global platforms like the China International Import Expo, the city demonstrates its enduring and powerful appeal to the world.
This is the world's only trade fair at the national level dedicated to imports. During China's 14th five-year plan period from 2021 to 2025, China imported over $15 trillion worth of goods. So to put that number into perspective, that's around 3 times Germany's economic output in 2024.
China is completely ready to open its doors to foreign companies, foreign technology, to promote import. You have export, that's very common, but import, export, this is very, very rare.
For 8 years, the China International Import Expo, or the CIIE, the world's first national exhibition dedicated to imports, has been a major gateway into the Chinese market. The 8th edition of the CIIE in 2025 saw intended deals reach a record $83.4 billion. That's up 4.4% from the previous year. And the momentum continues, with nearly 100 companies already signing on for the 2026 Import Expo, a clear sign of the CIIE's global appeal. It reflects the confidence many international firms have in the opportunities created by China's continued opening up. From the bustling exhibition hall to the beating heart of global trade, the reforms tested in the pilot-free trade zone needed to work here at the port of Shanghai, the busiest container port on the planet.
In 2024, the port of Shanghai handled a record-breaking 51.5 million containers. That makes the port of Shanghai the world's first port to surpass the 50 million mark in terms of annual container throughput. But with ships arriving around the clock and tens of millions of declarations to process, how does this port stay not only highly organized, but also efficient?
海关那边也是不需要进行现场的审单，这样的话，整体可以从20小时变成2小时。
The innovation driving that change is China's single window platform.
上海的企业就可以向中国的其他地区发送报关，这个是在国际上是领先的。国际上大部分的国家在进出口过程中还是停留在原来纸质的一个城市的，是不能跨城市的。
But then you start combining Chinese technology. I do think we see a number of countries around the world adopt Chinese tech solutions. And we'd like to have a free trade zone altogether from China.
It is good that China is opening up its markets. It has announced zero tariffs for African countries. I hope they can take adequate advantage of these opportunities so we can trade more. And we hope that countries that are major economies and leaders will continue to find a way to, yes, help solve global problems through international cooperation, through global institutions.
While coastal free trade zones often make headlines, China's inland regions have long played a vital role in opening up as critical logistical corridors, hubs of innovation, and platforms for international cooperation. In the city of Xi'an, home to the Terracotta Warriors, ancient trade routes are transforming into a new kind of connectivity.
The caravan of camels that trekked through the ancient Silk Road of yesterday has now transformed into the steel caravans of today.
In May of 2022, a China-Europe Railway Express train departed from Xi'an, carrying advanced agricultural machinery bound for Kazakhstan. One of the earliest pioneers of this trade route was Xi'an-based Aiju Grain and Oil Industry Group.
We are here at the China-Europe Railway Express Xi'an stop. Just a short walk away from here is an import supermarket that is absolutely stocked with goods from Kazakhstan, but also carries a range of goods from partner countries along the Belt and Road.
From flour to cooking oils and snacks, nearly everything on the shelves is directly linked to the company's investment and trade network in Central Asia.
一带一路建设原则就是共商、共建、共享，咱不勉强。对你来说，你认为你的益处在哪？对我来说，我的益处在哪？大家可以合作，咱们没有其他的前提条件。就在打破原来说我赢了，你一定输，我们是双赢。
With trust built abroad, Aiju's next challenge was back home, opening up the domestic market to Kazakh products.
首先，我们在海外的种植面积或者是贸易吞吐量大了，那么他们也会种的越来越多，同时呢，因为中班列的这个方便的快捷通道，使得运输成本大大的减少。
那会不会进口这些哈萨克斯坦的面粉对国内的这个小麦和面粉有一些冲击呢？
因为中国的消费基数比较大，那么老百姓呢，对好产品的追求是越来越高，我们要用不同的产品来丰富我们的生活。
The corridor became a symbol of mutual benefit. Landlocked countries like Kazakhstan were quick to join. Now, with the China-Europe Railway Express and a logistics hub to eastern China's port of Lianyungang, Kazakhstan now has a gateway to the Pacific Ocean.
陆上运输和海上运输结合，出口到了越南，出口到东南亚，它的货物走陆海这个新通道进入到东南亚，实现它粮食第一次向东南亚的出口。
The China-Europe Railway Express has created a resilient international logistics supply chain. It reaches 229 cities in 26 European countries and over 100 cities in 11 Asian countries. The time it takes to run 10,000 trains has been cut from 90 months initially to under 7 months today.
我们中欧班列长安号最远运输抵达西班牙的巴塞罗那。我们最早的话，可能一趟班列20多天到欧洲，现在最快11天就可以到达欧洲。
And the trade went far beyond wheat and flour. Beyond the concrete and rail, the most powerful transformation was in people.
哈萨克人呢，现在家里有啥事儿，会请我们中方员工到家做客，婚丧嫁娶各种活动，这种的人文之间的交流，这种民心的相通，使他们真正感受到了中国人来哈萨克，那就是一家人。
Professor Liu believes China's growing openness provided abundant opportunities for all countries around the world.
应该这样来讲，中国现在是世界上最大的消费市场。也是世界上最大的这个生产产品的这种国家，我们具有很大的这种包容性。中国经济的开放性、包容性是并存的。我们愿意和许多国家开展合作，实现买全球、惠全球这样一个目标。
The Belt and Road Initiative was redrawing trade maps across the globe, and for Hannes from Malaysia, it was a signal to come home. After 8 years leading outdoor groups in Australia, he saw the BRI not just as new infrastructure, but as a direct route to his own entrepreneurial dream. He returned to Malaysia in 2015, combining his deep experience in the outdoors with the burgeoning trade network to launch a new camping equipment business from the ground up.
It's from China. Actually, we got some other brand as well. We put it here because it's a new arrival. And it's a hot item. In Malaysia, there's not so many outdoor shops. Actually, started this business online through the e-commerce.
What was once a small online retailer is now one of the most successful camping equipment businesses in Kuala Lumpur.
We plan to open more shops. We prove that Malaysia has a capacity. We have a market. We have a capacity. We have a chance for growth.
His success of today is in sharp contrast with the struggles when he first started out and couldn't find reliable, affordable products.
Sourcing part is one thing. Before I get to know how to get the product from China, that's the hardest part.
Today, most of Hannes's camping gear comes from Chinese suppliers, a shift that has helped him scale faster and offer a wider range of products.
I didn't expect that, but it's a good. I did some exploration, ask people around, travel around, sourcing. I think I come to the right place and to find that China can manage to produce that.
Malaysia has been a key partner for China in the Belt and Road Initiative over the past decade. Cross-border e-commerce is a significant part of that economic cooperation.
The uniqueness is because it covers the city, it covers the suburban, but it goes to the very rural sector, provinces, which is relatively one or two of the poorest regions. So we now provide connectivity, fast, modern. It is able to propel economic growth. Not only in the cities, but suburban, but it would include the rural heartland.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has said that openness is a defining feature of China's modernization. And across the country, that commitment is taking shape in different ways. From institutional innovation to international cooperation, China's model of opening up is evolving, not as a one-size-fits-all prescription, but as a series of pathways that others can study, partner with, or adapt on their own terms. At a time when protectionism is rising in many parts of the world, China is moving in the other direction, building new mechanisms for a higher standard open economy and sharing its development opportunities with the world.